Welcome back to the Imperfect Drummer and Imperfect Labs. Today I have a very odd keyboard to show you. This is the Rhodes Model 760. People like to say it's really a Roland U-20 or U-220 in a 76 key model. It's not exactly those. You can't just take the patches. As far as I know, you can't just take the patches from those and load it in. So it's a very strange beast. The 76 key only has 24 patch memory spots. So it's not even all that, I don't want to say useful, but it's not all that expandable for saving memory patches. It does take the standard, I think it's the U-110 memory cards, and it's got quite a few tones already in it. So let me show you just a little bit about it. It's got the standard, pedal in and out through MIDI, left and right. And I've got this board. I've probably got to resolder the output jacks because you might hear it crackle. They're loose. So as I start to play, they've been giving me some trouble if I hit a little too hard. So I'm shooting a GoPro on the top here just so you can see it, and I'm hoping it's got enough quality. I'm shooting 4K, so but you can see this little thing that says part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every patch is 6-part multi-timbral, and then it's got upper and lower, so you can assign the same sound to both the upper and the lower, or just the upper and just the lower. I'm not sure where the split is, but I'm pretty sure that is what that is a split. So up to 6 sounds. I can't remember the polyphony on this, but it's not that great. But it does seem to fade. Like I haven't been able to get it to cut out when I play. And this keyboard, this came about when Roland bought Rhodes, and then decided to crank out some different synthesizers under the Rhodes name. So they've made the 760 and the 660. And I read somewhere online that they were made so you could sit them on top of one of the standard Rhodes electric pianos. But they're definitely it feels kind of like a cash grab from Roland. So we can go through the stock sounds. It's got reverb, chorus, and a arpeggio, chase, and harmony. I haven't dug into this a whole lot, but the chase sometimes is okay, but a lot of times it's just really annoying. If you punch in the piano layers, you think you're going to get a nice layered piano sound. You don't. You get this. So you have to turn off the chase to at least get... I lost my sustain pedal. It's under my desk somewhere. Anyway. And if we look at the parts, part 1 is acoustic piano 1, and it's just on the upper, if you see the little up arrow. So part 2 is electric piano, just on the upper. Let me see if that really is true. Yeah, you can't hear it down here. So vibraphone looks like it's not on either of them, which is odd. So yeah, there's some other sounds, a fingered bass maybe, to give it a little bit of low end, but the other ones are empty. So let's look at another. So there's 3 banks, A, B, and C, and then 8 patches per bank. So we jump to 2. Yeah, see, my left just went out. There we go. So, part 1 is strings on both. Part 2 is not being used. Yeah, it's weird that they do that. Part 3 is choir, I guess, because you can turn them on if you want to. Lost my left side again. There we go. So you can see, let's go to 3. organ. Yeah, lots of stuff turned off, which is odd. But that's pretty much how it works. If you want to change a tone that's inside a patch, so let me jump to a different, like a synth. Here we go. So this has got shaku on the top, a synth bass on the bottom. So if we go over here and we, no, lower. Now, I have to hit edit. And then, come on, where is it? There it is. You have to hold down lower and then tap the part. So now the shaku is on in the bottom. So let me turn off the synth bass. It's not doing it. Let me see. Let me get off edit mode again. All right. There we go. Now there's no arrows. Rich brass. Get off edit. Yeah, the rest of these are off. So now it's just shaku. So then if I go to part 2 and I decide I want a different tone, let's go to strings. And then I can tap strings. Let me go into edit mode. I guess it doesn't matter. The edit mode is just for the coarse stuff. Like changing the volume. So then I can tap through the variation. Oh. Hang on. All right, now the strings are on the upper and the lower. Yeah, and you can hear them. And then if I go into edit, I should be able to, somewhere in here is the volume, there, level. So I can change the level for shaku. So now it's mostly strings. Put it back up to 100. Now I'm not going to save these, but I could. But we can even, like, let's go to part 3 and let's go D50 sounds or D sounds. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bell. Go part 4. Let's see, winds. Sax, no. Well, let me turn on part 4. Let's do synthwave. Now, I didn't practice this, so I don't know how to. There's a way to set it. Well, let's see, level, velocity. There's a way to set it so the aftertouch. Let's try this. See my. I hate that I'm going to have to repair this, but actually, let's change the. All right, let me turn the aftertouch back down. We'll go back to shaku. I think there's a way to set the modulation. Yeah, here we go. There you go, you can hear it. So you can program... I didn't realize that I had a problem here until I set this up for the video. I might just have to make it mono. There we go. So you can tell the aftertouch works on this. And of course there is the wheel too. Alright. Yeah, there it goes again. Okay. Get out of edit mode. Let's go to B. It's got reverb and chorus, but you can also obviously add your own later. And if you go into edit and hold edit and tap reverb, then you could get all your settings for reverb. If you've got a delay, you can turn on how much delay. So let's switch this sound to there we go, delay. And now delay level. There you go. This is feedback for how long. Let me go back to time and lower it. It sort of gets buried. I can kind of hear it slap back. Maybe this isn't a great example. Let's see. Okay. Oops. There you go. And now if we turn up the feedback, we should get... And it's only doing 2. It might be the type of delay. Hang on. No, that's just stereo or mono. So if I change the time, there it goes. So that's how the delay works. I'm sure the chorus is the same way. Yeah, edit, tap. I mean, the sound quality's not bad. There goes my left side. Anyway. One of the issues... I'll cut in some footage I shot. One of the issues that this keyboard and the D70 and the KR33, KR55 have is the contact boards are a flexible translucent sheet, basically, with carbon contacts on them. And then they have a ribbon cable that goes around to the other side of the key bed. And if you disconnect it, it will... 9 times out of 10, well, probably 100% of the time, it will break. And when I took this keyboard apart the first time to repair a key on it, I tore one of those ribbons and then didn't realize that you can also break the contacts. So then I broke the contacts, and then I did it to the other side. And at that point, the entire key bed was dead. So it didn't matter if I put a new key in and fixed the key springs. I tried to repair the contacts, and there is a web page where someone did it with wires. It never worked. And so recently I actually bought a KR55 and swapped out the entire key bed, the keys and everything. But these things are so old. They've got rubber contacts on, that the keys press down, and underneath those contacts are carbon discs. And those press down onto the contact sheet, and that's what makes the sound. But sometimes those rubber contact strips can wear out. Well, they hadn't worn out, and if I pressed them with my finger, they worked fine. But I could go down the keyboard. I lost the left again. And half the keys wouldn't play. Or if I played lightly like this, it would be like da-da-da, and you had to press hard in order to get them to play. But if I took the keys off and pressed with my finger, it worked fine. So what I ended up doing is gluing tiny rubber band snippets on the bottom of every key to make the bottom of the key thicker so it hits the pad faster. And it works fine. So if you get a keyboard like this, like a D70 or, and some of the keys just aren't hitting properly, and you take the keys off, which is a daunting task on itself. You take the keys off, and it seems to work fine on every note when you press your finger across the whole contact. Then you could try this trick, at least to breathe a little bit of life. Into the keyboard. So, I know not super exciting, but it is such a unique. There just seem to be not very many of them out there anymore. Sometimes they go for cheap. Sometimes they go for more money. I had never seen the 660, and one of them's up for auction on an auction site that I use sometimes. And it's already at $200. So I was like, oh, well, I'm going to make sure this is solid, that there's no shaky outputs, even if I have to resolder new ones on. And then I'll probably put this one up for sale. Unique little piece of history, that's for sure. Yeah. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm hoping to make more soon. Got a few other projects I've been working on, and I want to do a whole series on the DX7 and how to maintain it, take it apart, the whole gamut. Because I've worked on a few and sold a few already. So I thought it might be a good series to do, just digging into the DX7 completely so people know how to repair their own. Thanks for watching. Click the like button, subscribe, and come back for more. Thanks.